It goes without saying, a very disappointing trip a long way to the North East today.
Yeah, we were second best, weren't we, all over the field, and you know, that's what championships can do. If you're not on your championship teams, if you're not on your game, and we looked first division today, and they looked the championship team, and that hasn't been the case all through yet. But you know, there's some boys there done all right, and some didn't. And you know, we've got to quickly sort out the good, the bad and the ugly, if you like, and we've got to keep building, and we've got to keep working, and our next sort of group of 10 games, I know it's 11 now, but it's got to be better than the last, of course. So you know, there's a lot of thinking and a lot of looking, and we've got to make some quite big decisions actually. But anyway, there was some good bits of play, and a few times we got in there. Now, when you get beat 4-1, people don't want to hear that, do they? And I've already said we were the second best team because of their shape. You know, if you can't keep the ball, you're going to get beat, because they're going to pull you all over the place. And once they get their tails up, then in that shape, it's very difficult to close down if you just keep giving it back to them. And that's what we did. We didn't hold the ball up whatsoever. We scored against the run of play. I know it was only the first 3 minutes, but we got that goal, and we thought maybe that you know, there were certain aspects where we've done all right, but certain aspects we were nowhere near.
Say big decisions. You've got 2 weeks before your next game, home to Brighton. How much can you do? And you talk about players out on loan, in on loan.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Well, you can't. I mean, you know, but you've got to pick an 11 that you trust. That's what you've got to do. And you've got to pick an 11 that, as a management team, we know they're giving us and the club and their supporters everything. And you know, we don't want no Connors out there. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we've really got to look at. And you know, and then some, obviously, you're not going to have to manoeuvre everybody, but some on occasions are not this level when sometimes they are. And that's just the consistency of those players that are in our group. Sometimes they do look championship, sometimes they don't. So, look, listen, we knew that. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew there was going to be some games where you take a bit of a battering goals-wise. I don't think it was a total battering on the field-wise, but it certainly was goals-wise, and probably could have been 7-3, you know, in a final result.
So you've got 2 weeks now. I think the last international break, the players perhaps had a couple of days off to recharge. Is it about getting the group on the training field and getting, as you said, the starting 11 that you trust starting with your very next training?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got to work out what our programme is going to be over the next few days. What we do, what they do. You can work till the cows come home. If somebody's not good enough, you're not going to make them good enough. All we can do is appeal to the ones that you trust to say, all we want you to do is give me, the club, all the directors and the supporters everything, so that we can see that you're doing that. Generally, they've been doing that. But when it gets to these amount of sort of defeats, people start questioning each other. But actually, everyone's got to question themselves, and that's what everybody will do, and we'll come out at the end of it, I promise.
Just one final question. You obviously made 2 very early substitutions.
Yeah.
Your 2 strikers. You put on 2 very inexperienced strikers. You tried Ngu, you tried Hayter. Is that one of the biggest conundrums for you, finding a partnership and finding 2 strikers who can score at this level?
Finding one striker is your first conundrum. It's not about missing goals. It's about not getting there in the first place. And I felt that Andy and Paddy over the last few weeks have just not been getting anywhere near scoring goals. And there's offside situations, and there's people throwing arms up in the air, that sort of thing, and that's not really what we want. So we had to make a change, and I thought the Kiefer obviously missed his goal, which should have been a goal. But generally he puts his head in people's faces, and if he will get better with experience. I thought Sam Hoskins come on and played really well, and we did have more play up that end and more opportunities, and just the fact we were creating chances meant that we was doing a bit better as far as holding it up that end. But then individually, we didn't do very well in our defending or in our midfield to stop them getting in. So, you know, it was a whole team thing, but we just needed. We could have changed 11 men, couldn't we? You know what I mean? But we couldn't because you're not allowed to. So we changed the 2 strikers in the hope that we could get a little bit of hold-up play so that our game could be played a little bit more in their half. And even though we did lose 4-1, so people won't be seeing what we did in the second half, but we had a lot more ball in their half, in good possession, with opportunities to cross, shoot, etc.